श्रीमते रामानुजाय नमः। श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः. We have successfully completed the first half of Tirupavai thanks to the anugraham of Kodai. நாயகனாய் நின்ற நந்தகோபனுடைய கோயில் காப்பானே, கொடித்தோன்றும் தோரணவாயில் காப்பானே, மணிக்கதவம் தாழ்த்திரவாய் ஆயர் சிறுமியரோமுக்கு அரைபறை மாயன் மணிவண்ணன் நென்னலேவாய் நேர்ந்தான் தூயோமாய் வந்தோம் துயிரழப்பாடுவான் வாயால் முன்னம் மாற்றாதே அம்மா நீனேய நிலைக்கதவம் நீ கேளோர் எம்பாவாய். Andal and her friends arrive at the entrance of the temple, which is Krishna's residence. Over the next 7 pasurams, Andal's group wakes up the guards, Nandagopan, Yashoda, Balarama, Nappinai Pirati, and finally Krishna. In this pasuram, the group of devoted girls talk to the guards outside the temple. They ask for permission to go inside and pray to Krishna. Let us get into the special meanings of the pasuram. Koyil Kappan and Vayil Kappan are the 2 guards or Dwarapalakas who stand outside Krishna's residence, which is the temple for Andal's group. Since the girls do not know their names, they call them with names reflecting their duties. The guards too preferred to be called as Koyil Kappan and Vayil Kappan because it showed them as persons doing Kaingaryam in the temple or to Bhagavatas. Andal teaches us a couple of practical things here. Before we go inside a temple, we should seek the permission of the Dwarapalakas. More importantly, Andal tells us that all Adiyars would prefer a name that is associated with Perumal or other Bhagavatas, just like Koyil Kappan and Vayil Kappan. Even today, Sri Vaishnavites prefer to address themselves as Adiyen, Dasan, Ramanujadasan, Krishnadasan, etc. This attitude helps in the practice of Bhakti Yoga. The girls declare the purpose of their visit to Krishna's palace through the word Thuyilarappaduvan, to sing Suprabhadam, Tirupalli Ezhuchi for Krishna, a direct statement from the girls about their karma and bhakti. Thuyomai Vandom. Though a simple meaning of these words would indicate that the girls have cleansed their bodies before coming, the purity of their thought is the focus. This is exemplified in the cases of Vibhishana, Arjuna, and Draupadi. In Ramayana's Yuddhakandam, Vibhishana tells Ravana in front of all his ministers that one whose end of life is near does not listen to good advice. Immediately, Vibhishana takes off with his 4 ministers, flies over the ocean, and comes directly to where Rama, Lakshmana, and their army is stationed. Ityuktva purusham vakyam ravanam ravananujaha ajagama muhurtena yatra ramassa lakshmanaha. Having spoken the aforementioned harsh words to Ravana, Vibhishana arrived almost immediately to the place where Rama was together with Lakshmana. When Vibhishana left Lanka to reach Rama, he did not say bye to his wife and children, did not pack his belongings, did not take a bath, etc. His focus was on Sharanagati and nothing else. This is what Andal means by Thuyomai, with purity of thought. Vibhishana was blessed with this jnana because of his Satvika guna. Arjuna obtained Gitopadesha in the middle of a battlefield, surrounded by enemies. He did not tell Krishna that he has to take a bath, do rituals, etc. before listening to him, nor did Draupadi when she called Krishna for help. These acts of leaving everything else in favor of Yemperuman is an essential part of Sharanagati, also called Pratikulya Varjanam. Nennale Vainirundan. The gods want to ensure that these girls are genuine devotees and not like Putana or any other Rakshasa. They test the intentions of these young girls eager to wake up Krishna. Andal and her friends tell the gods that Krishna promised to give them parai, a kind of drum, yesterday itself. This phrase refers to what Krishna spoke earlier, the Bhagavad Gita. Through this reference, Andal reminds us about the three yogas contained in the Gita and Sharanagati. When Andal calls Krishna Mayan, she means one who does the seemingly impossible or one who is hidden. This word has been used 4 times in Tirupavai and this is the 4th. This has been interpreted as Andal referring to Perumal as Mayan, once for each Veda. Let us not forget that Veda is also referred to as Marai in Tamil, meaning hidden. The words Koyil Kapan means one who protects the temple. Tulsi Das, the author of Hanuman Chalisa, refers to Hanuman as the protector of the temple named Ramarajyam in Hanuman Chalisa. Ramaduare tum rakhware, hotna agya binu paisare. You are the gatekeeper of Sri Rama's kingdom, when no one can enter without your permission. So, Hanuman is also a Koyil Kapan. If we start analyzing each word like this in Tirupavai, we realize how Andal leaves us pleasantly surprised with so many messages, direct and indirect. Andal Tiruvadigalai Saranam.